Hello, everybody. This is the People's News, and today we're going to be going over the House Ready's key vote amid stalemate between Pelosi and moderate Democrats over infrastructure bills. So we're going to be talking about the infrastructure bill, and we're also going to be talking about, which there's two sides to that. We have two deals in Congress for the infrastructure bill. We have the bipartisan physical infrastructure deal, and we also have the Democrats only human infrastructure deal. Now, if you remember the bipartisan physical infrastructure deal, this is a deal that consists of the $110 billion for the roads and bridges, the $73 billion for energy infrastructure, and the $66 billion for passenger and freight rail, and the $65 billion for broadband. And we also had $55 billion for clean drinking water, and then we had $39 billion for public transit, $25 billion for the airports, and another $17 billion for ports and waterways. Now that is our bipartisan physical infrastructure deal. Okay. Now the Democrats' only human infrastructure deal, it consists of the Medicare expansion, which would consist of including the vision, dental, and hearing, and also the paid family leave, which that would consist of, if you injure yourself at work, or if something happens to you there and for some reason you have to go to the hospital or have surgery, this would cover that. And now I'm not sure if it covers, like, let's say your family member works with you in the same company, and one of you get hurt and they gotta go out of work to take care of you. They gotta go on family medical leave too to take care of you. I'm not sure if that covers you also as far as getting paid, but it definitely should cover them for getting paid. Okay, and we also have the universal pre-K. Okay, and then we have free community college. Okay, so free community college. Okay, we're talking about free community college, and I don't know if it's 2 years. 2 years is usually community college, how long a course is. So, and I'm not sure. There's no specific details on this that I'm aware of yet, as far as age and different circumstances like that, but I'm sure there will come out as the news progresses. And we also have the extended child tax credits, which some of you are already receiving that every 15th, and for the August it was the 13th of this month, either $250 or $300 a month. And what we're talking about here is Biden was talking about extending this to 2025. So, and then I heard some people saying just making continuing it. No, and it's going to every year. It's not going to stop. But, Biden was talking about 2025, so we don't know exactly what will happen with that, but that's in there. We have the child care programs, okay? So a lot of people, they have to pay for their children to go to daycare while they're at work, and some people, they even spend, the amount of money they spend is almost like a mortgage payment, so it's very expensive. And this would help out with that. And we also have the climate change provisions, okay? And there's lots of things going on with climate change right now. There's water drying up in Iran where there used to be boats. There's a lake over there that's, I think 30% of it is dry, and there's actually boats sitting there in the sand. And so, this would help out with that. And we have pathway for undocumented immigrants. So there's another one. So this is our $3.5 trillion Democrats only human infrastructure deal. And the House Ready is a key vote amid stalemate. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to pass these bills at the same time in tandem. That's what Pelosi wants to do. But she's having problems here. And we're going to go over this article real quick here. We're just going to summarize through it. I'll say, as the House prepares to vote Monday to advance the bipartisan infrastructure bill and broader budget blueprint, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi remains locked in a standoff with a group of moderate Democrats who are pushing for the chamber to swiftly take up the targeted infrastructure proposal. So what's happening here is they're in a lock, they're in a standoff. I believe there's 9 of these Democrats. They're standing against her because they want the bipartisan physical infrastructure deal passed before the $3.5 trillion, the human infrastructure deal, or the Democrats only. So, in Democrats only, this is going to be done with a reconciliation option here, guys. And the bipartisan, of course, you're going to have the 50 Democrats and 50 Democratic senators and 50 Republican senators vote on this to make it go through. So the Democrats, they want that bill to go through first, the $1 trillion. So that's why there's a standoff here. And there's 9 of them, 9 of the Democrats Democratic senators that are standing off against Pelosi on this one. So she only has a leeway for 3 that could actually stand up against her. There's 6 too many right now. So the House is pausing in August recess to return to Washington for a procedural vote to move forward with the infrastructure plan and budget resolution, passage of which will allow Congress to begin the process to take up a sweeping $3.5 trillion spending package through reconciliation. That's what I just talked to you about, guys. And both measures were approved. Both of these measures were approved through by the Senate earlier this month, and now they're having problems with it. But the group of 9 moderate Democrats has threatened to withhold support for the budget blueprint, which the House is expected to move this week unless Pelosi holds a vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill first. Okay, so what's going to happen here is that these Democrats are threatening to withhold support for the budget blueprint, which the House is expecting to move, and they're expecting to move that this week. Their House is. And they say unless Pelosi holds a vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill first, which they want that first, and that's what I had mentioned to you guys earlier. The 9 Democrats want that to happen first. And it says, you do not hold up a majority party of the country and millions of jobs as some form of leverage, the moderate Democrats wrote in an op-ed for Washington Post. The infrastructure bill is not a political footbill. So they're basically saying that you don't want to hold people's jobs up. We need to get this thing passed. So let's do what we got to do to get it passed so people can get the help they need and they can benefit from these programs. The central issue for the group is the timing of the vote on the bipartisan infrastructure bill, okay, which may not come for weeks, as Pelosi has repeatedly pledged not to bring the targeted measure to the House floor until the Senate clears the broader spending package, okay? So she wants these things to go in tandem here is what she's getting at. She wants them to go kind of together, you know, and the Democrats are pushing back against that. They're brushing back against it. So, and then it says, but the moderate Democrats have asserted that any delay in approving the infrastructure bill and sending it to Mr. Biden's desk harms American communities. So that's what they're saying, that you're going to harm the communities if you don't send this infrastructure bill to Biden's desk, okay? But the progressive Democrats, they're arguing, holding the infrastructure bill hostage as lawmakers craft a $3.5 trillion package, which will include Democrats' plans for healthcare, childcare, education, and the environment. Now, this infrastructure bill, they're saying that is going to actually harm American communities. We look at it here. We have roads and bridges. We have clean drinking water, which that's important, right? Clean drinking water. All of these things are actually important for people because there's many people that fly in airplanes every day at airport. That's important. Public transit, there you go. That's transportation. All that stuff has to be done safely. And even the freight rail and broadband. Maybe some people will be getting discounted broadband or free broadband. So yeah, they will definitely be benefiting from this, the bipartisan infrastructure bill. So the House, it says the House cannot afford to wait months or do anything that will jeopardize passing this infrastructure bill or losing the bipartisan support behind it. Democratic Congressman Josh Gutmeyer of New Jersey, one of the leaders of the 9 moderates, wrote in the New Jersey Star-Ledger on Monday, as they say in Washington, time kills bills. We have the opportunity within our grasp. Now, let's not blow it now. So basically, this Democratic congressman, is saying that the House can't afford to wait. So they're going to jeopardize passing the infrastructure bill if they do, or they may lose bipartisan support if they do. So he's saying, pass the bill, pass the bill. So there we go, guys. And so what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments section, what do you think about this? Do you think it should be in tandem? Do you think that if they don't pass it in tandem, that there's a chance the $3.5 trillion bill won't go through, but the bipartisan infrastructure deal will? So I can see on both ends what's going on here. They both want to make sure that these bills go through. But what do you guys think? So please leave some comments in the comment section for me. Let me know what you think. I'm going to be getting you more videos on stimulus out as soon as I get more information. I know we talked about a forced stimulus check last time, and we talked about the change.org petition that's going around, and that's still circulating. So let's hope that that is going to bring us another stimulus check. I don't know, but it's still going around. So, and we can definitely use it, right? So thank you very much. I want you to please watch, like, and subscribe. Look out for new videos. Guys, please be safe and have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you.